Is your business's branding holding you back? Whether you need an updated logo, a user-friendly website, or standout print materials, Jamie K Creative can help you bring your brand to life. For projects, pricing, and more, visit jamiekcreative.com.
Hello, hello, Derby fans. Welcome to day 2 of the 2026 Western Hemisphere Cup. We are just about ready to start Game 11 here, 6 o'clock Central Time. I am Colonel Angus.
And I'm Lady Tally.
And we are going to let you know who's skating tonight. We have California Roller Derby versus the Philadelphia Hooligans. Take it away, Lady Tally.
We're going to start out with California Roller Derby wearing the black jerseys today. We've got 008 Whiplash, 1 Dr. Feelgood, 12 Becker, 124 CBD Hits, 17 Austin, 20 Murda, 213 Lowrider, 2662 Vicky Mouse, 28 Death Down Under, 313 Lola Chola, 3158 Beastang, 33 Raphael, 4 Gravy, 55 Creepy Taco, 69 Dr. B, 90 Yeety, and 93 Waterboy.
And for the Philadelphia Hooligans skating in red, we've got 1014 No Gust No Glory, 1018 Misery Machine, 1701 Spock and Awe, 19 Bad Benny, 24 Pippa Raygun, 255 Frank Shredhot, 3 Mike Oxbig, 37 Valentine, 4 Nurse Ratchet, 410 Something Generic, 412 Bandelion, 413 Rolling Thunder, 44 Mofo, 62 Homestar Roller, 789 Sneaky Spice, 80 Aya the Storm, and 87 Skidney Crosby.
And of course, we can't forget about our wonderful officiating crew out there. On our officials crew, we've got Sinomin, T-Bone, Sinomin, Phoenix, MD, Biscuits, India Pale Ale, Anus, Muffin, Stonewall Riot, Hot Mess Express, Bambi Lance, Darth Bling, McWinkle, Extra Crispy, MC Ninja, Thriller, Lollipop'em, and Gym Class Hero.
And we're about a minute to Derby. I see our first packs are lined up. It looks like we're going to start with CBD Hits for California, and Philadelphia will have Skidney Crosby up on the line first as jammers of record.
So the winner of this game will take on Yalhalla tomorrow, Sunday at noon, for the 5th and 6th place game, I believe.
Ooh, that's going to be a good game no
It
matter
is.
what.
Yeah, whichever team makes it, it's going to be great.
I'm excited for all the Derby that's happening this weekend, but that one in particular.
We've seen some really good games this weekend so far, and I think they're just going to get better from here on out.
I agree. Knowing these teams as well as we do, I think we can safely say that. All right. Officials double checking, making sure everyone is in their place. As I see some officials lining up. Our jam timer is waiting for thumbs up. It's good to have everybody in place, especially those medics.
Oh, for sure.
Could not do it without our medics. We thank you for being here. And there's our cue, 5 seconds.
Both packs that are scrunched up on the Jamie K Creative Jammer line. We have got Skinny Crosby working middle, inside, CBD Hits on the outside, switching to the end, now mid. Both walls doing a great job of reforming in front of those jammers. Skinny Crosby is going to pick up lead status.
And then immediately lose it as they get a cut. So I do believe that means lead should still be open.
CBD Hits now out of the pack, not with lead jammer status, so this will be a 2-minute jam.
Always good to start with a full 2-minute jam. Gets you warmed up, ready to go.
Absolutely.
Rolling Thunder with a last-ditch effort on CBD Hits. No dice on that one.
California playing some beautiful offense there, and a nice apex jump from CBD Hits. Tries to call it off, but is not lead jammer, so we're going to keep going.
And out of the box, we have our jammer and Ratchet for Hooligans. We are at full strength on both teams right now.
Some beautiful line work there by Skinny Crosby on the outside line to stay in. Nice little matrix move on the toe stops.
Those are always fun to watch.
Very fun.
As a blocker, not so much fun.
Little tumble there on the outside line. CBD Hits going down with somebody, I can't quite see the number. Looks like we're losing 7, 8, 9 to the penalty box. Sneaky Spice for a multiplayer.
So far, we've had 3 Hooligans in the box and nobody from California.
CBD hits through for another 4 points. 15 seconds left on the jam clock.
Around for another 4, bringing total so far to 24 for CBD hits. Will not get another 4 on the way, but not a bad start for California. 24-point jam to start this.
Definitely a good jam there. The Philadelphia Hooligans did pick up 3 on that jam, though, so it is not going to be 24-0. It's going to be 24-3 going into jam number 2.
We like points on both sides.
For sure. Well, sometimes when you're playing, you don't like points on both sides.
This is true. I mean, I like everybody to win, but unfortunately, that does not work.
That's not quite how roller derby works.
Not exactly.
On the line right now, we've got Dr. Feelgood jamming for California, going up against No Gus, No Glory for the Hooligans. No Gus, No Glory headed to the penalty box for a back block, and Dr. Feelgood picking up lead jammer. Now out of the pack, eligible to score points.
Pack speeds up, trying to get things going through that apex, giving Dr. Feelgood some opportunities, a hole to poke through on that outside, mid to outside lane, giving Dr. Feelgood a 4-point scoring pass.
That pack really speeding up once again. Seems to be an offensive strategy there. Little spin from Dr. Feelgood, picking up 4 points. No Gus, No Glory back on the track now.
Nope. That was number 3 on, I believe, that was Mike Oxbig. Got to separate those. Setting those together makes it a little difficult.
Yeah.
But that was a good hit from Mike on that outside. Keep Dr. Feelgood contained and in his place for a minute.
Good way to force off that call.
It's nice to keep those jammers in their place. They tend to get big-headed.
That was an 11-point jam for California Roller Derby. Up next, we've got Dr. B on the line for California, going up against Frank Shredhot for Penn Jersey Hooligans.
Dr. B trying to work their way out on that inside, or work on the inside line, gets knocked to the in. And surrounded by that Hooligans tripod in the back, some offense coming in with not much luck. And up front, Frank is working their way down to 2 blockers up front. But
it is going to be Dr. B picking up lead, though, on the inside line. Frank almost out of the pack, has to do a little backwards roll and is sucked up by that California wall. Getting a little bit of offensive help from Sneaky Spice as Dr. B comes back through on a scoring pass.
That California wall is holding very well, considering Frank has some power behind him.
Definitely.
Dr. B on another scoring pass, getting knocked to the outside. Blocker stays in.
Nice hit out there on the outside line by Aya the Storm, forcing that call off.
And that gave Dr. B 1 more point, so a total of 5 on that jam, bringing our score, California Roller Derby, to 40, Philadelphia Hooligans to 3. Up next on the line, it looks like we have No Gus, No Glory for Philadelphia, and Whiplash, I believe, for California. Both take off. No Gus, No Glory out first for lead for the Philadelphia Hooligans, a well-needed lead jammer.
But Whiplash is out about a half a lap behind. We'll see what No Gus, No Glory decides to do here.
Looks like they're going to try and run it at least a little bit, as Gus is trusting his pack to hold Whiplash. I hear whistles happening. We've got a couple of forearms happening on the outside for the Hooligans, bringing the Hooligans pack down to 2.
Whiplash and No Gus, No Glory both threw for 4 points there.
California with the pack advantage as 4-2 pack advantage right now.
Whiplash getting a little bit of offensive help there from MRDA. Through on the outside for another 4 points. As No Gus, No Glory is recycled on the outside.
Oh, looks like did not get hips behind the rearmost blocker in that pack, so Gus is going to the box.
And Gus did have lead status, so this will be a 2-minute jam.
Pat taking off, trying to keep Whiplash at bay. Mike doing some work one-on-one in the back. Gets a nice little knock from MRDA for his trouble. Whiplash still trying to contend with Mike in the back, Mike Oxbig. And we are back to full strength from both packs and jammers.
Mike Oxbig doing some really good one-on-one defensive work. No Gus, No Glory now back on the track from the penalty box and through the pack, picking up 4 points just as the jam comes to its natural conclusion. So total, it looks like we had a 14-12 jam going in favor of California Roller Derby. Really close jam.
Really close jam. I was wondering if No Gus, No Glory was going to get that extra 2 or 3 out of that coming back in from the box, but was able to get another 2 out of it just to give them an advantage. A 2-point advantage is better than nothing.
Coming up next, we've got Skidney Crosby going up against CBD Hits.
I have a feeling we're going to see this matchup more often than not tonight.
Probably. Skidney Crosby with a strong push up the middle of the track there.
Aya with a nice little hit to the inside.
Yep. CBD Hits doing a little bit more lateral work. It is going to be Skidney Crosby picking up lead jammer status. I do hear a penalty whistle being called. That's going to go to CBD Hits, so we are going to have a power jam situation
And that is
for
a
the
cut
Hooligans.
for CBD.
Is that what I said?
A well-needed power jam for the Hooligans. Let's get them back in this. We're having a little trouble with the mic.
It's me. I'm the trouble.
It's okay.
I'm not used to wearing a headset, so it's kind of awkward. Skidney Crosby through, picking up 4 points.
Skidney all the way back around pretty quickly for another scoring pass. CBD is out of the box, however, still on their initial. But CBD is through on their initial and eligible to score.
A little bit of toe stop line work there on the inside line.
Skidney smartly calls that off, giving them an 8-0 advantage in points on that, bringing Hooligans up to 23, California to 54.
We only have a 31-point differential here, and we've still got plenty of Derby left with 20 minutes left in this first half, so I think it's safe to say it's still anyone's game.
It is anyone's game. Any Derby fan would know that that point spread is easily taken and, decimated would be the word I would use.
Right now on the track, we've got Dr. Feelgood jamming for California going up against No Gus, No Glory, who picks up lead jammer. So another well-needed lead for Philadelphia.
It's good to see that Gus is having some success this game, as I remember their last game was having a bit of trouble with the packs, having trouble getting lead, but seems to be doing pretty well this evening. Even Dr. Feelgood is not to be messed with. As you can see, pushing those blockers forward, just one by one taking them down.
Nice little outside juke there by Dr. Feelgood. No Gus, No Glory going to take a big hit. Looked like it was from B-Stang. Going to call that off. Now you said earlier No Gus, No Glory is having a little bit of trouble with the packs. They played today earlier, correct? Who did they play?
I am actually unsure of that.
I am too. That's why I asked.
Details are not my forte.
Fair.
But I remember watching thinking, wow, Gus is having some troubles. But it's good as a jammer, and you know this better than me, that if you have one game where it's frustrating, to have another game later that is a little easier, a little more, builds confidence.
I feel like you're talking about me right now.
Confidence is key as a jammer. Even I know this as a blocker.
Speaking of jammer confidence, we have got Frank Shredhot out there picking up lead jammer for the Hooligans.
That's my Derby son, by the way.
Yep, I was made aware of that earlier.
You can see the resemblance.
I would love to tell you some lead statuses, but we do not have a producer at this moment, so I don't want to tell you anything and just make it up, but Frank Shredhot with lead jammer decides to call it off after picking up all 4 points.
The voice in my head says it's about a 50-50 split right now. We're pretty darn close.
That's what it feels like.
It feels like.
We're going based on vibes today.
Right. Well, sometimes I listen to the voices in my head. Sometimes they're correct, sometimes they are not. Lining up for our next jam, jam number 8, we've got CBD Hits versus, is that?
No Gus, No Glory.
It is No Gus, No Glory.
No Gus, No Glory picking up a quick lead jammer on the outside there. CBD Hits getting stuck just for a moment inside the scrum of the pack.
Definitely a footwork versus footwork jam on this one.
No Gus, No Glory calling off that jam.
McWinkle holding 4 points.
And looks like the Hooligans are going to pick up 3. So really close jam there. CBD Hits able to sneak by on the inside line and pick up 3 points before No Gus, No Glory was able to call off that jam. Timing is everything.
It is. If you're not calling that jam right at the right time, you risk that other jammer picking up more points than you. Looks like we have our first timeout, an official timeout. While we have this official timeout, I'd like to take a who do we want to talk about tonight? Make sure you stop by the merch tables in the main foyer. Pre-ordered Western Hemisphere Cup swag can be picked up anytime throughout the tournament, and there's a limited supply of WHC items for sale. We have t-shirts, tank tops, patches, stickers, and more. Get your merch and to support all the amazing teams competing this weekend. Also, do not forget to stop by that vendor village. The vendor village is amazing. I got a tattoo earlier.
Yeah?
It was awesome.
What'd you get?
I got a piece of barbed wire on my farming leg.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So I was just adding to my farm leg. Eventually I want a calf on my calf.
That would be great.
I would love to have a sandwich below my knee, so a below-knee sandwich.
I had a coworker Photoshop calves on calves on calves once. It was
Oh, that is amazing. As we start our next jam, Dr. Feelgood out for lead jam.
Looks like Dr. Feelgood going up against Homestar Roller. This is the first time we're seeing Homestar Roller jam for the Hooligans. Was almost out of the pack right behind Dr. Feelgood, but did get hit and knocked on the ground.
And Dr. Feelgood right away knew what happened and went to the box for that low block. So leaving Homestar Roller out there as your only jammer of record, so power jam in favor of the Hooligans, but it is a full 2-minute jam, or, well, as the clock says, a minute 20.
Beautiful 3-wall there at the top by California Roller Derby. Looks like Lowrider and Raphael.
They are doing some
Becker.
fantastic work out front.
Homestar Roller now able to get through. Took about 20 seconds on that power jam for Homestar Roller to get through. So beautiful defensive work there by California.
That was a good way to kill some time.
Dr. Feelgood now out of the penalty box and back on the track, doing some outside line work. A little bit of a dip there.
Aya doing some fantastic tracking work.
Big hit there by Aya the Storm. Almost able to hit Dr. Feelgood out of bounds, but he engaged those core muscles to stay in.
I will say, Dr. Feelgood, I'm feeling that one.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, huge pile up there.
Another whistle. Who was that one on?
I'm not sure.
I see a forearm by Lollipop'em on the outside. That's going to, is that Raphael?
That is.
Dr. Feelgood out and for another scoring pass, bringing their total to 12 so far.
Looks like we've also got Whiplash headed to the penalty box for California.
At the start of this game, it was a Hooligans penalty box, but it's slowly switching over to a California penalty box.
Another really close jam there. We have got a 14-12 jam once again in favor of California Roller Derby. I think that's the second one of those.
I believe so. You are correct.
Or we're just making it up.
No, this one I do know.
Okay, great.
This one, yes. I can confirm.
We also have a Hooligans blocker sitting in the box right now, so we are going to have a 3-2 pack advantage for the Hooligans.
Looks like we've got an official timeout. While we have this official timeout, did you hear about yesterday the kidnapping just down the street?
No.
It's fine. They woke up. Sorry.
I love a good dad joke.
I
would also love a nap.
I am loving dad jokes are kind of my thing.
I love it.
My kids hate it, and my partner hates it, but they keep sending me them, so it's their fault.
Absolutely. If they encourage this behavior, then they can't hate it.
100%.
For those of you watching on the stream at home, or if you're in venue and you see a bunch of people walking around with cat costumes or cat ears or cat-themed accessories, today is Catter Day. Happy Catter Day, Angus.
Happy Catter Day.
I love your Hello Kitty shirt, by the way.
I love your ears and your coat. Like, just
I had to take the jacket off because it was really warm.
They're so perfect.
Aw. So every day of this tournament, we are having themed days. Yesterday was Western Day. Today is Catter Day. And tomorrow is Team Spirit Day. So when you show up tomorrow, make sure you are wearing your best Team Spirit outfit, whatever that means to you. And it could be any team. So if you're Team Zebra, you can come dressed as a zebra. If your team colors are your thing, just dress up in all your team colors. I don't know.
And sometimes traditionally it's been also Sparkle Sunday. So if you don't have any team colors, but you do have sparkles at home, please bring them. We love to see shiny stuff.
I love sparkles.
Yeah. Most of us are on the ADHD or autism spectrum, so we love the shiny. Seriously, I would love to see a research study done on the derby community of how many of us are neurodivergent. I'm willing to bet that percentage is very high.
I probably think that's correct, yes.
Yeah. So somebody who's in like research studies, especially with like, I don't know, anybody who needs to do a thesis, please start doing research.
Study roller derby.
Please. There's not enough roller derby research.
Looks like our officials are headed back to the track. Before we get underway with this next jam, I just want to give a shout out to our track maintenance crew. Y'all are doing an awesome job making sure that our tape is down, our rope is in place, and that this track is as safe as possible for our skaters. Thank you, track maintenance. Back in the action, we've got a new jammer on the line for California Roller Derby. I say new, but I'm pretty sure he's been playing for a while. We've got B-Stang going up against No Gust, No Glory. Almost. There we go.
Yep.
No Gust, No Glory picking up lead jammer for the Hooligans. B-Stang being recycled back almost into turn number 4, so we're behind the jammer line. Finally crossing over, B-Stang out and eligible to score points.
And also on that last pass, No Gust, No Glory, showing y'all why these aged up juniors are so frustrating. Nice little hop along the inside on that straightaway. Landed one knee in, one arm out, still in bounds, and was able to take off.
That one hand down move is critical, honestly.
But I see so many of those aged up juniors doing it and doing it so well.
Yep.
They know exactly where their position is on the track and how to use it.
It's programmed into their brains by this point, I'm sure. California picking up 4 points on that last jam. Hooligans picking up 8. That brings our score to California Roller Derby with 80. Penn Jersey Hooligans with 57. We've got about 13 minutes left in this first half going into jam jam 11. Sorry. I looked at the wrong number.
That's okay. I do that sometimes too.
On the line now, we've got Frank Shred Hot for the Hooligans.
And it looks like Dr. B.
There we go. Both jammers fighting against extremely strong tripods. These walls are holding together very, very well. Dr. B now with 2 at the top to beat. Gets hit out of bounds on the inside, recycles quickly, and picks up lead jammer. But Homestar Roller is right by. Oh, sorry, not Home. Frank Shred Hot is right behind.
They do have some similar skating style.
Similar builds. Both jammers back in the pack now. This time it's reversed. So Frank is at the top pushing on that California tripod, and Dr. B is in the back working against the Hooligans.
Both jammers are scoring, by the way. I believe.
Yes. Frank being recycled to the back by, I believe that's number 93, Waterboy. Once again, Waterboy running back. And Waterboy being able to draw that cut on Frank Shred Hot. So Frank is headed to the box for a cut track penalty.
So that leaves Dr. B out there all alone as jammer of record. as lead jammer as well. Yep. So it looks like Frank is going to be sitting for a second penalty, as there was an illegal exit, which usually means which does mean shortening the distance to that penalty box, which is unfair. And all rules boil down to, is it fair and is it safe?
California fielding CBD hits on this power jam. Going into turn number 1 now with a couple to beat at the top.
CBD out for lead jam on that one. Well, Frank is still sitting in the box with about 37 seconds to go.
Joined by one of his blockers. So we do have a 4-3 pack advantage out there for California.
That does not bode well when you've got CBD hits on the track.
CBD taking some instruction from his bench there to call off that jam with Frank Shredhot still sitting in the box.
I can say from personal experience, having 3 out there against CBD hits is not great. It is better with 4.
Usually.
I mean, Derby in general is better when you have a full pack.
I like that. I like it whenever all of my blockers are still on the track.
I bet. Especially with you've got some offense.
Absolutely.
All right, looks like California is taking this chance to take the time out, trying to slow things down a bit or reset somewhere in there. While we're waiting, let's take a chance to talk about Goodfoot Skates. Goodfoot Skates is the DFW's area's go-to spot for all things roller skating: wheels, bearings, toe stops, cushions, socks, pads, and more. Need a quick fix? They'll also be on hand for expert skate repairs and assistance throughout the tournament. Thank you, Goodfoot Skates, for being here. We love you.
Goodfoot has some really cool hockey jerseys that I'm excited to go purchase later.
I have seen a couple.
They look really nice.
One of my Anarchy teammates, Truffle, was up there looking at one. I believe they bought it, and I was quite jealous.
I'm
so
excited.
I may have to check that one
I got to
out.
go get one before they're all sold out.
I love a good hockey jersey. Been a hockey fan for years, but I did grow up in the upper Midwest.
That makes sense.
Where
Hockey's big.
in the winter there's only a few things to do.
Yeah, hockey is one of those things.
The other one is an adult thing that we can't really talk about. So, and Wisconsin is the best at it. Just an FYI. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you know, you know.
California deciding to field CBD hits once again for another power start. So this will be CBD hits second power start in a row, as Frank Shredhot sits in the box, serving the remainder of that 1 minute long penalty.
Yep, Frank's still in for another 26 seconds. That 30 seconds even feels like an eternity, but a full minute, ooh.
It's a while. CBD now through on the inside line, picking up lead jammer status, eligible to score points. California once again speeding up that pack. CBD through 4-4. 4-4.
I have to say, I'm really impressed with Eye of the Storm's work on tracking that jammer down and putting some hits on when needed. Just like there.
Just like that. CBD hits now picking up a cut track penalty and headed to the penalty box. So what was a power start for California has turned into a power jam and a 2-minute jam for the Hooligans and Frank Shredhot.
And just as I give Aya some kudos, the announcer's curse.
That's how it happens.
Happens, and they go to the box. But Frank is out, has finished their initial pass, and is going to start scoring. They do have 58 seconds in order to do that. So let's see what kind of offense the Hooligans are going to come up with.
Frank getting some instruction.
Loud instruction.
From his bench to put on that jammer
They
cap.
are vehemently yelling at him.
If you are unaware, as a jammer, if you are eligible to score points and you do not have the hat on, you cannot score points.
Yep. Need to know who the scorer is or who's scoring the points. If we don't know, we don't know.
I do believe that jam was called off for an injury on the track.
So we'll be right back.
Big shout out there to our medical staff for making sure that our skaters stay safe.
Again, we literally could not do this without you.
We are very, very grateful.
I think all of us who have played over the years, even if we're still active, retired, have had to use the medical staff at least once. I know I have.
I did today, so.
Oh, no, I missed that one. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm really thankful for them. It wasn't too bad.
Oh, that's good. You're still upright.
I am. Well, right now I'm sitting, but.
Oh, okay, true. I mean, semantics.
Right now we have a 96-63 score in favor of California Roller Derby. It seems like this score has stayed about 30 points apart this whole game. I haven't really been checking, but that's kind of what it feels like. Again, we're going on vibes today. Thank you for your understanding. Got about 9 minutes left in period 1, going into jam number 14. As our official timeout comes to an end. Back on the track, we've got Dr. Feelgood going up against No Gust, No Glory.
Two different jammer styles, slightly. I remember Dr. Feelgood years ago, a similar style to No Gust, No Glory.
Yep. Does look like No Gust, No Glory is headed to the penalty box along with a blocker from the Hooligans, just as Dr. Feelgood picks up lead jammer for California.
Mike trying to do some tracking on Dr. Feelgood, whiffs on that one, but.
Nice hit out there.
Oh, one hand down is in, one hand down is in.
That was a great hit from Valentine from the Hooligans, though, slowing Dr. Feelgood down, trying to take some time off of this power jam situation. Beautiful little apex jump there by Hooligans blocker. It looks like that was Pippa Raygun trying to get back with the pack. I always love it when the blockers jump the apex.
I do too. I have done it a couple times in my career, but it's when I'm not thinking about it and don't worry about the consequences.
Absolutely. No Gust, No Glory now back on the track and through the pack, eligible to pick up points, just as Dr. Feelgood says, no thank you, and calls off that jam. It's going to be an 8 jam.
Hooligans calling the official review, so let's see what happens there.
This official review is brought to you by Urban Apothecary. Skater-made wellness products from Urban Apothecary like gummies for focus, rest, and sleep, topical pain relievers, and bath soaks at the Roll-On Fitness Massage booth all weekend or online at urbanapothecary.shop. Get the pre- and post-game care your body needs. Stop by Roll-On Fitness, offering on-site massage sessions and walk-up services, including leg compression, red light therapy, and wellness products from Urban Apothecary. Urban Apothecary also donated some freebies for the announcers, and I am very stoked about it. I'm absolutely excited to try them out.
How did I not know about this?
I'll show you where they're at.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Speaking of Roll-On Fitness, I definitely want to give a shout out to Bailey over there at Roll-On Fitness. She has been keeping me going this weekend, as well as so many of our other athletes out here.
And our officials as well. You don't think about it, but those officials are on skates the entire game, whereas blockers and jammers get to sit down every now and again.
They do.
So thank you to our officials who are here. Again, without them, we could not do this. Also, I want to take this opportunity to talk about Top Jerseys. They wanted to provide something tangible to honor a skater that I knew very well, Blu-ray, to keep his memory alive. Sorry, you might have to finish it because I'm going to start crying.
I got you. We hope that putting on this jersey, which pays homage to all the teams he skated for over the years, will help you carry a spirit with you wherever you bout or train. Top is selling these jerseys with a 100% of the profits going directly to his family. These reversible scrimmage jerseys are available for $60. If you are unable to purchase a jersey but would like to still help, please consider donating directly to the family through their ever-loved page. Go check out Top Sports in the Vendor Village. They've got a QR code that you can scan to order your jersey or to make a donation. Thank you so much, Top Jersey, for taking care of Blu-ray's family. We really, really appreciate that.
And thank you for reading that, Lady Tally, because I didn't think I could not get through that. So we got some information from Babylance, our alt official, letting us know that the Hooligans were looking for a track cut on Dr. Feelgood, but that did not happen. They did not retain that, as you can tell by the scoreboard, which has a blank spot in their OR space. Fun fact, if you did not know, and I know it's been said this weekend already, but if if a team does retain that on the scoreboard, it shows a plus sign.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then
The more you
goes,
know.
once it's done, it goes back to the circle.
Interesting.
So for all of you at home watching, if you're curious as if it was retained, or so if we forget to get the information or do not get the information, you can look at the scoreboard. We are back. No Gus, No Glory being sent to the box on a penalty. Looks like a track cut.
It was a track cut. It was a beautiful sneak back there by Yeedy from California, drawing that track cut on No Gus, No Glory. Sometimes those blockers are so fast to get back, you just don't see them.
Very true. I love doing that as a blocker because I'm very unassuming, and they don't know that I can move as fast as I do. CBD coming around for a scoring pass. Second scoring pass at that. Ooh, runs into their own blocker, takes them out. And that's MRDA down, laughing as they come up. I love it.
MRDA almost being like a little pinball bumper there, letting CBD hits bounce off.
MRDA is another skater who's been doing this quite a while, and we're all just happy to be here some days.
I do believe that MRDA skated a game earlier. It was her first game with no penalties, so shout out there.
No way.
Yep.
That is awesome. Congratulations, MRDA.
Nice little attempted straightaway jump there by CBD Hits, but was hit out of bounds. Looks like that was by Mike Oxbig, or at least ran back by Mike Oxbig, being recycled. No Gus, No Glory, back on the track, working through the middle of that pack, is out and eligible to score points. But CBD Hits going to say no thank you and call off the jam. Looks like that was a 16, 12?
Let's see if we get it updated.
I see some numbers.
12 for sure.
Yeah, definitely
You know 12 for
12.
sure.
I think it was just 12. I think they were quick on the update.
That's awesome.
That's going to bring us to a 116-point game for California to the Hooligans 63. So starting to spread out a little bit now as we have 5 minutes left in the first period.
Up on the line, we've got 8-7 Skidney Crosby for the Hooligans versus that 3-1-3. No, that's not Lola. Lola's not on the track right now. I'm not seeing who that is for. Oh, yep. 3-1-5-8 for California. That's B-Stang. I believe their first time jamming this game.
Second
time.
Yeah,
okay,
second.
that's yes, correct. You were correct.
I do think it is B-Stang's first lead. Little bit of tape getting caught up in B-Stang's wheel on that outside line as he calls off that jam. So we'll probably get some track maintenance down.
Little track maintenance
track
time.
Possibly.
Do we have the track team out there?
Hey, Curtis.
Sparks.
He can't hear me. The officials are checking it out, making sure it's okay. They
Sparks
seem to
is
think
over
it's
there
great.
just chatting.
So
That's okay. We all chat.
back on the track, we've got No Gus, No Glory going up against Dr. Feelgood. No Gus, No Glory. Beautiful line work there on those toe stops on the inside to pick up lead jammer. Dr. Feelgood, however, giving chase a little ways behind.
Hooligans trying to get some offense in, get some points so Gus can either call it or decide to run it. Looks like they're going to decide to run it, Lady Tally.
It does.
I find that an interesting decision against Dr. Feelgood, who has been doing rather well this game.
It looks like these Hooligan blockers are doing a great job of holding Dr. Feelgood on this initial scoring pass, not initial scoring pass, on this first scoring pass.
It's nice when you can trust your blockers to hold it even on the scoring pass.
Absolutely. Of course, as we say that, Dr.
Again,
Feelgood
announcer's
through with
curse.
those 4
Announcer's
points.
curse.
Big hit there. That hit was from number 17, Austin, on No Gus, No Glory. But No Gus, No Glory is back up.
Ooh, pile up in turn 3. No, turn 4, just before the jammer line. But Dr. Feelgood through on another scoring pass. That brings us to, looks like we might, 11-8 jam in favor of the Philadelphia Hooligans, bringing our current score 127, California 74 to Philadelphia Hooligans.
So their decision to run that jam did work out in their favor, just by 3 points, though. So
It doesn't always. And boy, do we know
It doesn't
that.
always, yeah.
About 2.5 minutes left in this first period, coming up on Jam 19. Looks like we've got Dr. B up there for California. And is that Homestar again for
It looks
Philly?
like Homestar, yes.
Yep. Philadelphia Hooligans Homestar is up trying to work against, is that Becker up front? Looks like it.
Dr. B picking up lead jammer for California. Now coming in for a scoring pass, hitting that Hooligans tripod at the back of the pack.
Oh, Murda to the box.
Her penalty-free game was earlier. It's not this one.
I mean, can't have it all. Can't have it all.
Speaking of Murda, let's give a shout out to Murda's business, Thread, Sweat, and Tears. Thread, Sweat, and Tears creates custom apparel for teams and leagues that want gear that truly reflects them. From fully custom jerseys to merch stores and beyond, every piece is designed to reflect your team's identity while keeping quality, comfort, and community at the center.
I did not know that until just now.
Yeah. I went and tried on a bunch of their jerseys earlier because one of our For Fun teams is ordering some jerseys, and they feel great. I absolutely love them.
Okay, I'm going to I really need to check that out better.
Sorry, now I'm talking about jerseys instead of what's happening on the track. We've got No Gust, No Glory out there, going up against CBD Hits. No Gust, No Glory does have lead jammer, is deciding to run this jam once again. CBD Hits went for a huge apex jump, but landed out of bounds, so was recycled in the back of the pack. Both jammers now working against tripods. We've got No Gust, No Glory up at the front, and CBD Hits working at the back.
Yeah, with Murda coming back in from the penalty box and playing some well-needed offense for CBD. CBD is out for 4. As of right now, we're even in this jam, 4-4.
We do have one California blocker in the box, so a little bit of a pack advantage there for Hooligans, not much.
Murda and Beastang trying to do some work on No Gust, No Glory up front. Pulls Beastang out of play and has to let him go.
Sometimes that's all you got to do is just keep pushing, because if you go to those lines and get ran back, it can be a nightmare.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
No Gust, No Glory through for another quick 4. As CBD Hits gets recycled by Mike Oxbig. Both jammers now on the inside line. A little bit of a scrummy pack right there. Looks like we did have a star pass to Beastang, so Beastang will now be the pivot, or not the pivot, the jammer of record for California. He was the pivot, not anymore. Beastang going for an apex jump coming into turn 2. Did have 1 foot land out of bounds.
And CBD turned blocker. Tried to get a hit in there on Gus. It was real close, but no dice.
And that jam's going to come to its natural conclusion. So I will say that time I do think the running it strategy did work for the Hooligans, as No Gust, No Glory was able to pick up 20 points on that jam to California's 12 points. That's going to bring our score to 140 for California, 94 for the Hooligans as we head into intermission.
All right. Well, ladies, gentlemen, zays, zims, and everybody, I love y'all. We'll see you in about 14 and a half minutes. I'm Colonel Angus.
I'm Lady Tally.
See y'all in a bit.
Go drink some water.
Is your business's branding holding you back? Whether you need an updated logo, a user-friendly website, or standout print materials, Jamie K Creative can help you bring your brand to life. For projects, pricing, and more, visit jamiekcreative.com.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Inquiry number 80393, company is Seba Guide.
And we're back. 2 minutes left in this intermission before we resume our game 11 between California Roller Derby and the Philadelphia Hooligans. A little bit louder for me?
Yeah.
Thanks, Luce. Love you, Loose Change. All right, before we get started, I want to say a quick congratulations to, well, looking at the time, more than certain that our newly married couple, Kellican Bay and True Blaka, who got married today in California at 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So congratulations to them. Big shout out. Welcome to the Married Club.
We always love a wedding.
We love a wedding. I mean, who doesn't love a wedding? Who doesn't love love?
That's, yeah.
If you don't love love, I mean, all right, well, before we get started, I would like to, if Lady Tally would like to recap our penalty list here and what we've got for totals.
Yep, I would love to do that. Looks like we've got number 1014. Is that what you want me to do?
Well, we've got, for our penalty totals right now, California sitting
Oh, I
at
see
13
it.
penalty totals,
I'm
or 13,
learning.
13 penalties. Philadelphia
better.
Hooligans sitting at 19. So the advantage in penalties goes to California, which is always a good thing in Derby. You know,
Yes.
more people on the track, the better. Do we have anybody in penalty trouble?
It does not look like it right now. Looks like most skaters sitting at 1 or 2, maybe just 1 or 2 skaters with 3. So everyone looking pretty good on number of penalties.
So far, our penalty winner is No Gust, No Glory, but that is a chance you take as a jammer.
It is, yes.
It is. Gus is sitting currently at 4 penalties, 2 track cuts, and a back block. So, as we get ready to start this, with about 15 seconds left, our officials are getting back in their positions, lined up, final chats, and ready to go.
Lots of smiles over there on the jam line. That's what we love to see.
Even with games that have a bit of a spread, we love smiles. Smiles are good. It means we're having some fun.
It does, and that's what it's about.
I mean,
That's
if you're
why we
not,
play roller derby.
if you're not having fun, why are you doing this?
Exactly. We've got our first whistle of the second half. CBD hits on the jam line for California, going up against No Gust, No Glory. No Gust, No Glory picking up lead jammer.
We've got whistles coming all over the place here in this first jam of the second period.
Looks like MRDA headed to the box,
That is only their second.
along with a Philadelphia skater. A Hooligan skater, sorry. CBD hits through the pack for 4 points. No Gust, No Glory with 1 to beat at the top, also picking up 4 points. So Pin Jersey deciding once again to run this jam for a little while, allowing CBD hits to score some points.
And
But I
looks like they were trying to clear the box, but were unable to.
didn't quite get it.
Oh, it ended up being 8-8 on that one. So a zero-sum jam for both teams.
Up now we've got Frank Shred Hot up against Dr. Feelgood. Small pack advantage for California. And they will take advantage of that as Dr. Feelgood picks up lead jammer status.
More whistles happening out there on the track.
Frank.
Looking for the hand signals, not seen because
Yeah, I'm not sure.
we have a plethora of zebras in front of us. Zebras and flamingos.
Does look like Raphael's going to pick up a penalty and head to the box for California, along with Waterboy. So we now have a 4-2 pack advantage for the Hooligans.
And Frank is out after their initial pass on a scoring pass. Dr. Feelgood choosing to run this jam, which not a bad idea. Get your blockers out of that box and get you back to full strength.
Last minute hit there by Lowrider on Frank Shred Hot. Frank able to kind of shake it off, did a little dance move.
Mick Winkle shaking his head after calling a direction penalty, saying, yep, you did that.
Something generic and Eye of the Storm Nice defensive work there on the outside line, forcing Dr. Feelgood out of bounds, making that recycle happen, and ultimately causing him to call off that jam.
Another close scoring jam, 7 in favor of California, 8 in favor of the Philadelphia Hooligans, and I believe they just stole a point on that one, bringing our total score to 155 of California, Philadelphia to 110. And we have some whistles signifying a stoppage of time. I believe we have an official review by California Roller Derby.
This official review, along with all of our official reviews, are brought to you by Urban Apothecary. Skater-made wellness products from Urban Apothecary like gummies for focus, rest and sleep, topical pain relievers, and bath soaks at the Roll-On Fitness Massage booth all weekend or online at urbanapothecary.shop. Get the pre- and post-care game care your body needs. Stop by Roll-On Fitness, offering on-site massage sessions and walk-up services, including leg compression, red light therapy, and wellness products from Urban Apothecary.
I'd also like to take this time to talk about how Thread, Sweat, and Tears has made custom MVP jerseys for the Western Hemisphere Cup. Thank you for that. Those MVPs are going to be super excited for some customized jerseys.
Absolutely. And our tournament MVPs will be announced at the end of the tournament. I believe we're doing a full pack. So we'll have a few blockers, a pivot, and a jammer.
I am excited to see how that turns out. I have my picks. Do you have yours?
No, absolutely not. It's all really good gameplay.
There's some really good gameplay. And while there are usually some standout blockers, there's been some really good just individual things happening from everybody really this weekend.
Absolutely. I know I've heard a lot of very, very good things said about these aged-out juniors who just are really bringing the heat to the MRDA, and it's so fun to watch.
They are the future of our sport, and even those non-aged-out juniors, I like to say they are the future of the sport because they are bendy and have no fear. As we get Bambulance coming up to let us know what happened with that official review. Wait.
So it looks like California was looking for a cut on the Philadelphia jammer. They did not get that cut called, so they will lose their official review.
They were denied. And as we start jam, what jam are we in? Jam 3. No Gus, No Glory is out for lead. The star has been passed to, I believe, Beastang. Oh, no, that's Austin.
Oh, yeah. No Gus, No Glory fighting up against Dr. B and Becker at the top of the pack, able to get through past those last two defenders for 4 points. Looks like we've got Mike Oxberg headed to the penalty box for
a direction, I believe.
Yep.
I saw one of the officials flipping the pancake in the middle.
It looks like we've got a lost skate.
Oh. Yeah. I don't believe in my 16 years I've seen a skate come off.
I actually have. I saw it happen at a scrimmage once.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's not too broken, or not broken, so they can put it back on and return. But I'm not seeing that happening in that penalty box.
I'm not either. I am seeing Austin from California through for another 4 points. So both jammers picking up points here. No Gus, No Glory once again going with the run-it strategy. Seeing if they can make up some of those points in that point spread.
I mean, I understand the run-it strategy is to try to get that person, your blocker, out of the box, but with that blocker sitting in the box, not prepared to come back out, I wonder why they're choosing to employ this strategy.
Austin almost out of the pack there. Did take a big hit from Mike Oxbig and is being forced to run back. Just as No Gus, No Glory comes in, picks up another 3 points. So that's going to be an 11-point jam for the Hooligans, up against a 16-point jam for California Roller Derby. That run-it strategy didn't quite work in the Hooligans' favor that time.
Not in that time. But
I think it's a toss-up.
That is the chance you take. It's like betting big, and sometimes you're going to lose it all.
Beautiful little replay there of Austin, if you're watching on the stream, of a nice little outside side surf move.
Looks like Skidney Crosby out for the Hooligans first. CBD right behind and making up some ground real fast. Skidney calls it. Let's see what we got. Oh, just in time. Skidney scoring 3 and leaving CBD with nada.
CBD was flying around that track, seeing if he could sneak in some points there.
Hooligans coach coming out and having a bit of a word with our head ref. Extra crispy. I always forget the P at the end. No Gus, No Glory back up on the line for the Hooligans, and Dr. Feelgood up for California Roller Derby.
Full complement of blockers for both teams.
We are a full house.
Lots of movement happening. Dr. Feelgood is going to push up through the middle to pick up lead jammer for California. Meanwhile, No Gus, No Glory gets recycled back on the outside.
I noticed on that recycle, Gus decided to go back an extra few feet after those 3 cuts in a row.
Yep.
I would have to agree with that decision.
Sometimes you just want a little bit of a running start, too. That extra momentum can help.
I wouldn't know about that. I don't run.
Coming up next, we've got Frank Shred Hot. Looks like Frank will be jamming against Dr. B.
We've already got some jockeying on the line. They are really packed.
Everyone fighting for that position.
Right. They are really packed on that Jamie K. Creative jammer line. Dr. B with a little step to the inside, trying to work past a couple more blockers. Still no lead called yet.
Of course.
Out of play called. That gives Dr. B the lead.
Frank pushing up against a very strong California wall right there, trying to get some offense from his friends. Wasn't quite effective enough to get Frank out.
I believe Lady Telly, that I've been noticing that California is sending out a bigger lineup against Frank, which is a very smart strategy.
I would say that's definitely a strategic play. Sometimes you have to switch up your lineups to kind of negate some jammer strengths, right?
This is very true.
I would love to see stats on how often No Gus, No Glory has been out on this jam line.
That's a good one.
I feel like No Gus, No Glory has been out there quite a bit.
It's at least every 3, if not every, or close. It's getting close to every other, but we'll see how that score, as that score either spreads or gets closer, they may opt for that.
Both jammers, they're stuck on the outside. A little bit of a scrummy start. No Gus, No Glory was recycled. No lead jammer quite yet. Nice little hit out there on the inside line by, looks like B-Stang. No Gus, No Glory now stuck behind a tripod, actually a 4-wall of Waterboy, B-Stang, MRDA, and somebody else who I can't see.
CBD left to his own devices out front, gets a nice shoulder to the outside by Mike Oxbig, and gets recycled to the rear of the pack.
California opting for a 4 defensive wall, trying to hold No Gus, No Glory back.
Kind of Hooligan going to the box. So that's giving California a pack advantage. Ooh, 2 hooligans to the box. Not what you want to see with a jammer like CBD on the line.
No Gus, No Glory still really pushing on that California wall, is now recycled. Everyone's a little bit more spread out. CBD hits finally picking up lead jammer a minute and 15 seconds into this jam.
I think that's the longest I've seen all weekend.
I think it is, definitely for this game. Makes a little bit quicker work that time going through. A couple of spins, wraps around, picks up 4 points. Meanwhile, this California defense is really locking it down on No Gus, No Glory. I think what we were talking about earlier with how many times we've seen No Gus, No Glory out on the track, it might be taking its toll a little bit. It does make you a little bit more tired.
Also, the fact that the more you see a jammer as a blocker, the easier it is to predict their actions, their motions. The more you see a jammer, the better it is for you as a blocker, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely. No Gus, No Glory was able to get out of the pack, but it was a little bit too late to be able to score any points. It did look like we had CBD hits going to the penalty box, though, towards the end of that last jam. So Penn Jersey will start out on a power jam.
Looks like, I've been working on my codes in the last year, but I'm still having some trouble with this. So CBD in for an illegal contact penalty. And that gives...
Skidney Crosby.
Thank you.
Lead jammer status.
I completely...
It's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, well, I knew who it was. The brain was not relaying that to the mouth.
Skidney Crosby now working in turns 1 and 2. Couple to beat at the top there. Death Down Under is able to get through and pick up those 4 points just as CBD hits, exits the box, is through the pack and on a eligible scoring pass. Little bit of
on
a
second scoring pass, it looks like.
little bit of a juke step there by Skidney, but did get caught up in that California defense. Skidney deciding to call off that jam, not allowing CBD to pick up any more points. So that's going to be an 8-point jam for the Hooligans against California's 4. That's going to bring our score to 195 for California and 131 for the Hooligans. We've got about 18 minutes left.
And I believe this score has gotten a little closer.
I do, yeah, maybe a little bit. Not quite as close as it was in the first half. There's still a little bit of a gap, a larger gap there. But the Penn Jersey Hooligans are closing it just a little bit.
And if my math is correct, that's a 64-point spread, which
is still totally doable in
17 and a half minutes?
Yeah,
correct.
Absolutely.
But
Once
the
again
Hooligans
on the
do
jam
need to
line.
lock that down.
Yeah. Once again on the jam line, we've got No Gus, No Glory. If anyone's going to lock it down, I think No Gus, No Glory might be the one to do it.
That would be who I would go to.
Yeah. Out there for California, it looks like we've got Dr. Feelgood. I couldn't quite see Dr. Feelgood, but I saw that little dip move with the hand down that he does and immediately knew who it was.
It is very distinctive. Yes, it is.
I remember when I first started Derby and I watched him do that, I was amazed. Absolutely amazed. And now you see it all over the place.
I know. I've seen you do it.
I do it. I learned it.
I did.
I was inspired. Looks like we've got Waterboy going to the box for California and No Gus, No Glory once again picking up lead jammer for the Hooligans just as Hooligans blocker also heads to the box. Nice little apex jump there by No Gus, No Glory picking up those 4 points just as another California blocker headed to the box.
Let's see if No Gus, No Glory chooses to run it again. They did last time against Dr. Feelgood, and it paid off, but as of right now, I mean, they do have the advantage. No Gus, No Glory is up in points for a split second.
Got a nice 2-wall out there of Gravy and Murda, who slowed No Gus, No Glory down for a few moments, although he was ultimately able to get through. Nice little hit out there on the inside line by Murda on No Gus, No Glory, forcing that recycle, trying to get those California blockers out of the box. However, No Gus, No Glory through once again for 4 points.
I do believe we have a full pack on both sides back on the track.
Don't jinx it.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, Angus.
Murda playing a little bit of offensive help there for Dr. Feelgood. Now headed back to help that California defense hold No Gus, No Glory back.
Both jammers choosing to stay on the outside for the last 2 seconds. Both taking some deep breaths on that one.
I don't blame them.
At all. That was a tough one for both. But Philly comes out with the advantage, 14 to 12 in that jam, bringing our current score, California, 207, Philadelphia to 145.
So California passing that double century mark. Is that what it's called? Double century?
Double century.
Is that a thing?
It works. It does work. I have heard double century before.
I just make things up sometimes. Looks like we've got Frank Shredhat out there for the Hooligans going up against Dr. B for California. Both jammers strong pushes up the middle there. The tripods are locking it down. Now it looks like California's got an offense in there trying to help out Dr. B.
No.
Eye of the Storm picking up a penalty. Dr. B possibly accidentally losing the helmet cover. I don't believe it was taken off on purpose.
It looked like natural gameplay to me. But we will let the officials decide that one.
That is not our choice.
As they have the better advantage than we do.
And Dr. B did drop it accidentally, did pick up lead jammer status. for California.
Frank's still trying to work his way through that pack, having some trouble with that tripod up front. And as Dr. B comes around for a scoring pass.
Eye of the Storm out of the box and coming in hot to do some tracking work on Dr. B.
And on the other side, 2-1-3 lowrider coming out of that box, laying a big hit on the front blocker there for the Hooligans. But I believe they just got sent to the box. Oh, no.
Oh, it was Creepy Taco.
Yeah, it was Creepy Taco, the pivot of record.
Frank Shred hot now, out of the pack, eligible to score.
I hear lots of cheering, yelling from the crowd. There are directions coming from everywhere. Oh, Frank being sent to the box.
That was a cut track penalty.
That was a
Frank.
cut track penalty. Eye of the Storm back in the box as well. So we've got a pivot and a jammer to start in the box for Jam 11.
Just as Dr. B decides to call out that jam, it's going to be a 10-point jam for California.
And Frank did score 2 on that one. But in order to get this gap taken care of, they do need to change that up a little bit.
Going into jam number something. We've got CBD Hits picking up a quick lead jammer status for California, as this is a power jam and a pack advantage for California. Somebody's going to the box. Looks like Yeedy. Didn't quite catch what the penalty was.
But I believe it's their first.
I do not think we've seen Yeedy in the penalty box yet. I believe
No.
you're correct.
Yeedy is not known, in my experience, to be a penalty-heavy blocker. Frank out of the box with some speed, trying to use that pack speed to his advantage.
And it worked, as Frank is now out and eligible to score points.
Sometimes you just need to get those blockers moving.
CBD with a straightaway-ish jump. It was kind of coming out of the apex a little bit on the straightaway. It was beautiful, but Frank also threw, picking up 4 points, so both jammers.
Still impressive coming out of that
Absolutely.
apex, like almost in that straightaway.
He gets so much air.
When that momentum's carrying you to the outside
Yeah.
anyway.
Both jammers threw once again for 4 points.
But CBD with the advantage here. They are up in points right now.
CBD taking a look back, seeing where Frank was at, deciding to continue to run this jam. Looks like they may have been trying to get B-Stang out of the box.
And they are choosing to run this with Frank. Actually, I would support that decision, as you had Frank go to the box for a penalty, and
Correct.
I believe one earlier against a speedier jammer in CBD. When you have the advantage, that's a good time to take it. You're ahead in points. Definitely run that clock.
These teams understand how the gameplay works. We are at a high level of derby here. You got to be smart about it.
You have to be very smart. It's one thing to score points, but it's another thing to manage clock. Being able to manage that clock is definitely a high-level skill. Looks like Dr. Feelgood up for California, and Homestar Ruler for Philadelphia. As Homestar Ruler gets knocked to the outside, Dr. Feelgood comes through as lead jammer.
I don't know if we've seen Homestar Roller jam in this half yet. If so, it might have been one jam a little earlier on.
I believe it is their first this half.
Working against a very strong tripod up there of Death Down Under, MRDA, and Gravy. Gets past that tripod and then runs into Austin at the top of the pack, who is doing some beautiful one-on-one blocking. Hits Homestar Roller out on the outside line, but does pick up a penalty for it. Homestar Roller now able to get through. Almost gets caught by California, but made it through, just as Dr. Feelgood picks up 4 points.
As of right now, we're at 9:50 in this second period. Dr. Feelgood again coming through for some scoring.
I thought for a second Dr. Feelgood was going to call that jam, as he just kind of like slow rolled it into the pack there.
Again, I support that decision, as you are you have the points advantage, and jammer and Homestar Roller that hasn't been out a ton. So kill some time on that clock. Make sure that you are in charge.
It was a nice hit out there going into turn number 3 by Misery Machine on the Hooligans on Dr. Feelgood, forcing that run back and ultimately forcing Dr. Feelgood to call off that jam.
Words are hard. It's tired. We're tired. It has been a long 2 days already, and we still have another day to go.
We do.
Another full day of some roller derby action, some heavy hitting.
Really scrummy start here. Now starting to get a little bit spread out as No Gust, No Glory gets a little bit of momentum. Dr. B still pushing against a strong Hooligans wall. A little bit of space between these walls now. Dr. B is going to come out and pick up lead jammer.
I would be willing to bet that Dr. B has a pretty high lead percentage in this game. We seem to be...
Based on vibes, I agree.
Based on those vibes.
Based on vibes.
Yep.
No Gust, No Glory being run back once again on the outside line by B-Stang. Dr. B getting held up in kind of between turn 2 and turn 3 there. Gets a little bit of offensive help from Yeedy. Able to get through and pick up 4 points. Little stumble there. Heard a penalty whistle. It's going to go to a Hooligans blocker. It's number 37, Valentine.
No Gust, No Glory finally out and on a scoring pass.
Another little tumble.
Comes through untouched. I don't hear anybody yelling what to do for Dr. B, but I believe they're going to try and run this again. Third jam in a row, they've been just deciding to take off and go for it.
No Gust, No Glory is going to pick up a forearm penalty, sending him back to the box.
That makes it 5 for No Gust, No Glory. The other one we have in penalty trouble for Philadelphia is Bandelion with 5 as well. On the score sheet or the penalty sheet, they are in yellow, which is our indicator that they do have 5.
I'm learning things about the score sheet. This is the first time, or the penalty sheet. This is the first time I've seen it.
No way.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not usually like doing all the insider. I don't have all the inside information. Like, this is my first tournament that I've announced, so I have no idea what's happening.
Let me show you the ways. As we start our next jam, it looks like we have a jammer change up here for California.
We've got Whiplash out there.
Who hasn't been out for quite a while as jammer.
I believe Whiplash was out in the first half as jammer one time. This is the first time this period that we've seen Whiplash out there as the jammer. I do know that Whiplash has been out there as a blocker, though.
Correct. This is correct. I have seen them out there as a blocker.
California maybe giving Feelgood, Dr. B, and CBD Hits a little bit of a break here on this power jam.
Also, they're going to be playing tomorrow, so give them a bit of a rest.
Yep. Yep, the winner of this game will play Yalhalla tomorrow at noon.
All right, No Gust, No Glory starting the penalty box, but it is out for lead jammer as they were eligible. Star comes off for California. That goes to Waterboy, number 93.
I do think this is the first time we've seen Waterboy with the star. We've seen a couple other California pivots with the star.
They haven't had to pass it a whole lot tonight.
It's always a good feeling whenever your jammers can keep the star.
All right. Oh, we have a high block on Raphael. As they recycle, or the Hooligans recycling the jammer, Waterboy.
Another big hit
by Aya.
From Aya, yeah, we've seen that a lot on Waterboy, but Waterboy able to get through and pick up 4 points.
There's some brilliant awareness in that pack.
A little bit of a pack advantage now for the Hooligans.
Rolling Thunder with a nice little, Rolling Thunder with a nice little shove out on Waterboy.
I'm just talking about boring pack stuff. You're talking about the super exciting things that are happening on the track.
As our middle OPR, Gym Class Hero, decides, yep, No Gust, No Glory did cut at towards the end of that jam.
It looks like No Gust, No Glory kind of ran into Rolling Thunder there for a second. Didn't quite feel the foot roll over the tape.
But, I mean, when you're moving that fast.
It's hard, yeah.
It is very hard.
It's really hard.
And that makes it 6 on No Gust, No Glory. So we are in the danger zone there. All right, we are in jam 15, period 2, with 4 minutes left in this half. CBD hits up for California. No Gust, No Glory starting in the box for Philadelphia Hooligans. California with a 3-2 pack advantage, as there are a lot of bodies in that penalty box.
There are. 4. Now it's a 4-3 pack advantage, as one of those bodies in the box is No Gust, No Glory.
CBD around already for a 4-point scoring pass, coming up on a second. California trying to get some offense in there and quickly trying to switch back over to defense. Does not and is able to not contain No Gust, No Glory, who is through on their initial pass. CBD shrugging off a possible big hit from Eye of the Storm, through for now a total of 12 points, coming up for possible 16.
We've got a penalty going to Valentine from the Hooligans. And Eye of the Storm also. So we've got another 4-2 pack advantage for California going into this next jam.
Those penalties are really racking up on the Philadelphia Hooligan side. Currently, they have 38 for the game. California has 26 total. And we've got 2 in trouble for Philadelphia, No Gust, No Glory, and Eye of the Storm. 4-1-2, which is Vandalion, still sitting at 4.
That's quite a big difference in penalties, and I think that's one of the things that's being reflected in this score right now. Both of these teams are very strong teams, but whenever you're sitting in the penalty box for that amount of time, it definitely gives the other team an advantage.
Very true.
As I say that, though, Skidney Crosby picks up lead jammer with 2 of their own blockers in the box.
That's a good feeling as a blocker and a jammer when you have only 2 of yours on the track and end up getting lead jammer. Skidney Crosby choosing to run it, and I believe trying to get the rest of their blockers out of the box.
A little bit of a spin on the line there by Skidney Crosby.
Looks like, is that Ratchet heading to the box? Nurse Ratchet headed to the box.
Another beautiful spin on the inside line that time by Skidney. He spins both directions, inside and outside.
Some of us do, some of us don't. Sorry, that was a very lowbrow joke. Low-hanging fruit, as it were.
You said it.
That was an 8-8 jam. So not a bad decision to run that and get your blockers out of the box when it results in an even jam. I mean, of course you want the higher number coming out of that, but it is what it is.
We got that spin on replay.
Ooh.
Thank you, production team.
Dr. B out for lead jam in this jam. No Gust, No Glory not out too far behind and hot on Dr. B's heels.
Dr. B deciding to run this jam.
And both jammers through for 1 scoring pass, giving us a 4-4 jam so far.
Dr. B being hit out on the inside line. Looked like it might have been by Mike Oxbig.
That I would, yes.
Not sure.
That is Mike up there doing a lot of good work.
Another inside line hit out on Dr. B. Dr. B getting a little bit of offensive help from Raphael.
Jam gets called. Waiting for an update on our score. Looks like we have an 8-7 jam in favor of California, bringing them to the triple century mark. 300 to 205 for Philadelphia Hooligans.
The Hooligans being sent over the 200 double century mark. And it's going to run out.
As we wait for our final whistle to give us our official score.
Both teams deciding they were content with that. Nobody wanted to call a timeout.
I mean, I would be content with that.
Yeah.
I'm ready. They're ready. It's time for a rest. All right, with that, just waiting for that official score. Lady Telly, it's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
We get to be teammates for Wrecking Crew.
Yay!
And we get to chat with each other.
I'm so glad you're here.
Me too. I enjoy it. I enjoy being here and hanging out with you.
It's been fun. It still says unofficial score, but the officials have left the track. There we go. There's our final score.
There we go. So final score, California Roller Derby 300, Philadelphia Hooligans 205. Thank you, everybody, for listening and watching here in-house and on the feed.
Be sure and stick around for our next game, which will be Carolina Wrecking Balls against the St. Louis Gatekeepers. And catch California tomorrow as they play Yahala at noon, along with all of the other great derby we have tomorrow. That'll be there's a couple of consolation games in the morning, our 5th, 6th place game, our 3rd, 4th place game, and finally our championship game.
So much derby to go. Please stick around. Please get up for it. Come join us virtually or in person. We'd love to see you either way. All right, you all have a good night. Be ready for our next game. I'm Colonel Angus.
I'm Lady Tally.
See you soon.
Catch you later.
Is your business's branding holding you back? Whether you need an updated logo, a user-friendly website, or standout print materials, Jamie K Creative can help you bring your brand to life. For projects, pricing, and more, visit jamiekcreative.com.